Welcome to your full body stretch. This is a prenatal yoga flow that you can do to just kind of work out the entire body. So if you're feeling a little stiff, if you need to move the body, we are going to start with a breathing exercise as well, which will help you to really learn how to engage that pelvic floor so that you have a really healthy pelvic floor, and we make sure that we are keeping it in alignment and all of that good stuff. So if you do have blocks, grab your blocks. You do not need them, but they might help make some of these poses a little easier for you. And this is safe for all trimesters of pregnancy. So let's begin in a nice cross-legged position, finding whatever feels good to you here. Closing down the eyes. Hands are on the knees. And just take a few breath cycles here. Nothing fancy, just following the rhythm of your breath. And now I'll take you through this pelvic floor breathing exercise. So, on your inhale, you're going to relax that pelvic floor, so really relax the body. And as you exhale, I want you to think of like a blueberry at the very opening of your vagina, and you're pulling it in nice and slow up towards the top of your body. So inhale to release, relax the pelvic floor. Exhale. Really think of slowly pulling that blueberry in. Inhale to relax, release. Exhale, engage, slowly pulling in that blueberry. Inhale. And exhale. Keep going, taking a few more cycles of this breath of your own. And don't worry if it feels a little weird at first. It does take some getting used to. But this will ensure that our pelvic floor is in healthy alignment and it's nice and healthy for preparation of birth. Beautiful. Amazing. From here, you're going to just take the soles of your feet together, move the fleshy part of the sitting bones aside, and just take some circles here with the body. So moving it in any way that feels good to you here. They can be big circles or small circles. Reverse, going opposite way. And then come back through to a nice straight spine. As you inhale, I want you to very slightly arch the back. Think of pulling that chest forward. As you exhale, really arch through that back, really create a nice spine here. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, really arch through that back. Keep going. One more. Beautiful. And come all the way to a nice tall spine. Bring your feet a little wider than your hips. Allow the knees to knock in towards each other and just drop them from side to side. And then coming all the way through, coming into tabletop pose, hands and knees. Maybe just bump the hips from side to side if that feels good to you here. And then if you have blocks, you might want to have them handy at the top of your yoga mat. If not, no worries. And draw that right knee up through, coming into a nice low lunge. So really make sure that that front knee is stacked over that front ankle. You might have to play a little bit with the alignment here, just tilting and tucking of that pelvis until you find a stretch that feels good to you here. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to pull the hips back, flex through that front foot, and you can stay here if that feels good to you, or come all the way down to your heel. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, just release over that leg as much as you can. Make sure there's a slight bend in that front knee. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Then come to a nice straight back, bend through into your low lunge. Place the blocks off to your side, plant the hands down, and step back to your downward facing dog. So widen your feet here and your hands if you need to for a little bit more space. Press down through all 10 fingerprints. You can keep a bend in those knees. We're not here for too long, but this is a fabulous full body stretch. Just take one more breath. As you exhale, drop down to your knees. Other side. Step that left foot forward to the top of your mat. Finding your low lunge. Deep breath in. As you exhale, pull the hips back, staying here in your half split pose, or coming all the way down, finding a nice hamstring stretch. Inhale to gaze forward, and as you exhale, come back into your low lunge, plant the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet here if that feels good to you. Beautiful. And then you're going to walk your feet slowly to the middle of your mat. Hands will also kind of walk back. Take your feet out as wide as your yoga mat. Heels in, toes splaying out, and come down to a nice low yogi squat. You can keep your hands on the mat if that feels good to you, or use your hands to your elbows. to move the knees open just a little bit more. This is a fabulous pose to also practice that pelvic floor breathing. So as you inhale to relax, and exhale, think of engaging that pelvic floor. And then just planting your hands on your yoga mat, allowing yourself to come down to a nice seated position, crossing the legs in front of you, and taking a few deep breaths. And just take a moment to honor this 10 minutes that you've taken for your own health, but for also baby. Then we bring the hands together, palms to touch in front of the hearts. We bow forward and say, Namaste. Thank you so very much for joining me for your 10-minute full body yoga stretch and pelvic floor exercise. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button to be notified when I post free content, and don't forget to share this with your friends and family. Until next time.